is all for you, my viewers of my channel. I want to highlight some questions and comments I've received lately. I always do my best to answer back, but I want to do this here. So here we go. On my acute HIV symptoms answered, USAF Dirt Boys. Thanks dude for your video. You are a warrior. I am a trans woman and had all the symptoms while living in the Philippines, but my symptoms were not as long or hardcore. While I was waiting to get the 4th generation test at 4 weeks, I had my T-cell count done at about 2 weeks and it was about 350. I was sure I was infected. And by the way, an average for adult male for the CD4 count should be between 5 and 1500, so he is below that, so that's kind of scary. Alas, 4 weeks I tested and it was negative. A doctor in the Philippines told me that I must have had some kind of freaky virus that infected my immune system. That's quite possible. Thanks for people like you who spread the word about your story. I have given up on dangerous sex. My close call, it really sank in as opposed to all the other times I lied and said I'd never do it again. After I tested negative and then went right back to being an idiot. If your video stops just one person from getting infected, then you have changed the world in my eyes. And thank you. That is touching. I like that. I'm helping people out there, and what I'm doing is not for nothing. There are so many viruses out there. It could be anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm just here to spread awareness about HIV because it has affected my life. So on to my HIV confessions video. Now this one, I really bared my soul. I shared at the time when I was infected with HIV, and it was very personal to me. So personal, I kind of wanted to show it as I had my shirt off as symbolism, as being open. So this one's from Dr. Hilarious, I like that name. He's just simply said, stay strong, which I appreciate any support. This one's from Eric Benendez. Never feel ashamed of yourself, Michael. You weren't responsible for getting infected. The person who infected you should be in jail. People who use drugs and go around offering it to people like us, the ones that look humble and easy to fall. Running away is the best solution to avoid any problems. As a gay, I have never used drugs or have allowed people to offer me. I run away from a bad vibe. Always got to be alert on your surroundings. You and I are good, but the person next door isn't. I will always be here to listen to you if you need someone to talk to. Wow, thank you very much. I blame myself sometimes, but actually not as much as I used to. I know I made a mistake. People do in their lives, and they learn and they move on, and maybe something positive can come out of it. And my view, doing this is the positivity of coming out. This one's from Tommy Johnson. Love hearing from you. Your videos were helped so much last year. You're welcome. So now to bone density loss and HIV. This one's anonymous. On February 20th of 22, I went to a sex worker and I inserted my fingers in her vagina. And then I'm gonna skip a little bit of this part because it's not really worth it. He just, basically he's saying that he licked her breasts and all that stuff, and vaginal fluid was on her breasts. And then he later developed extreme body pains after a week and sore throat. Now after 2 weeks of this exposure, he was bedridden. I know I will not be tested positive for HIV now because of the window period, while you can test positive about 2 weeks after, which I have. So what can I do? My health is deteriorating as I got pain in my lungs, lymph node in my right neck are hurting. I got itchy and twitchy all over my body. I tried to ring the sex worker, but she got a pimp who threatened to beat me. I'm in England, UK. Can I report this woman to the police because I'm sure I was infected deliberately? In her sex advert, she asked people to lick her vagina. I am in extreme body pain. What can I do now to survive until I get positive result and put on medication? Regards. Well, quite simply, you can't get HIV. People have this misconception. You cannot get it on the outside of the body from licking vaginal fluid or semen. It's more difficult to get than you actually would think. So I would probably maybe run other tests to see what else is going on with your health. It could very well not be HIV. And as for, you have to prove that she's deliberately giving HIV to people, And that's quite difficult to do, and you need probably, I'm thinking, quite a few men to come forward saying, yes, this is, and they get positive results of HIV, and they know that it came from this sex worker. So good luck with that, and I hope you're feeling much better now and you've resolved your health issues. And you know what? Feel free to comment back and let us know what's going on. My acute HIV symptoms answered. Not sure if you respond to comments on this video anymore, but here goes nothing. I always look back. I have notifications through all of my videos, and it pops up on my phone and I see. So I do not ignore anyone. When I have time, I'll try and reach back, and I always do in the best way I can. This is from Sara Garcia. Hi, first I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for making a video like this. I've tried to search for so many different videos, especially about early symptoms, and I couldn't find much on video, so it's been helpful for me right now. I had unprotected sex 3 weeks ago, and this week I started experiencing some symptoms that could be associated with acute HIV. I had a mouth ulcer last week and lasted a few days, and while I was gotten them in the past, I saw it could be an early symptom, and then this week I started to feel sore throat and dry mouth. And 2 nights ago I woke up a part of my night shirt damp. Well, I'll tell you that I noticed when I started getting night sweats, it just progressively got worse each night, and it was steadily getting worse and worse. And this one, I don't know. Let's go on. I took at home a rapid test 2 days ago and came back negative. Before I realized that they say not to take those before 3 months, so I don't know if it's accurate. And I'm going to get a test today, but I'm so scared. It was my first time having sex, and I was actually drunk, and I don't even remember. So I'm just guessing that it was unprotected sex. My anxiety is getting so high, and I even worry about creating more symptoms, but I can't stop thinking about it. That's a tough one. I mean, and that's unfortunate. It was your first time, and you need to just, well, I hope you learn your lesson on this and be more cautious. I don't know if I'm hoping you're not positive anyway. It could be something, other health issues. But yeah, stay on top of it, get tested from your doctor, a real test. I wish you the best, and get on medication as soon as you can if you are positive. There's a comment that goes along with this from Myra Mayer. Did you have any body aches, pains, and that wouldn't go away? Kind of aches and pains that come with a fever. I've been having this problem for a few weeks, mostly in my back and my joints, also throughout my entire body, and just generally very weak. I'm only 27. I gotta say though, I love how courteously and lovely you are when you're replying to your comments. This is a really informative video. You're welcome, and thank you. Oh, you're quite young, 27. Could it be COVID-19, possibly? I mean, let's not just jump to HIV. Yeah, like I said, it's not that easy to get. And remember, there's other STDs out there like syphilis, gonorrhea, and so on. This one's from Caleb McMillan, and I think it's from my latest video with Christopher Knox. Quick question. Can you explain to me how it's not possible to catch HIV from a woman? And if it is possible, what does it take for it to happen from a woman to transfer to a man? Well, the risk factor is quite low at 0.04%. So I was researching, it's about 4 out of 10,000 people. That is female to male transmission, mind you. While it's not possible, obviously, but if a woman is on treatment for HIV and undetectable, I wouldn't worry about it at all, really. I just have over 800 subscribers and it's growing. I would love to, in the future, at the right time, to do a live broadcast on YouTube and share about living with HIV and at real time with viewers answering questions. And perhaps you'll get to know a little bit more about me. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell. For now, Michael K here. Take care, everyone.